In a significant development in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, the US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin held a lengthy phone call on Monday, lasting over 2 hours. The conversation was widely anticipated as potential turning point in efforts to end the war that has now entered its 4th year. Trump described the call as excellent and announced that Russia and Ukraine would immediately begin negotiations aimed at achieving a ceasefire and ultimately ending hostilities. He emphasized that the United States, along with European partners and the Vatican, would support these talks, signaling a renewed diplomatic push to bring peace to the region. However, despite the optimistic tone from Washington, the Kremlin's response was more measured. President Putin called the exchange, and I quote, very informative and candid, expressing willingness to resume direct talks with Ukraine and collaborate on a memorandum for a peace agreement. Yet he stopped short of committing to an immediate ceasefire, stressing that any halt to fighting must be a part of broader settlement addressing Russia's security concerns. This divergence highlights the complex and fragile nature of the negotiations. Ukraine and its Western allies have insisted on an unconditional and immediate ceasefire, while Russia maintains that certain conditions must be met before such a step can be taken. Meanwhile, fighting continues on the ground, with recent drone attacks underscoring the ongoing volatility. The phone call is important for several reasons. It represents the highest level direct communication between the two leaders since the conflict escalated and signals a willingness, at least in principle, to engage in dialogue. It also opens the door for international mediation efforts, with the Vatican reportedly playing a role in facilitating future discussions. Yet the absence of a concrete ceasefire agreement means that peace remains elusive. The call sets the stage for further negotiations, but the path ahead is fraught with challenges, mistrust, and the realities of a protracted conflict. As the world watches closely, the hope is that this renewed diplomatic engagement will eventually translate into meaningful progress on the ground, bringing relief to millions affected by the war in Ukraine. We will continue to monitor this developing story and bring you updates on any breakthroughs or setbacks in the peace process. I am Gunjan Handa and this is the Asian Chronicle.